Hello world of YouTube and welcome to my next discography review update. This time around I'm updating on my Primus discography review by reviewing their new album, Naugahyde, which was released this week. Now if you have not seen part 1 of this then 2-part discography review, click the door fedora. It is always ever magical and present. It is a magical fedora that takes you to magical places. That'll take you to the past when I had long hair and a shitty camera. In fact, the camera that is right there, but I will not grab it because I'm lazy and do not have Jedi powers. Jedi powers. But I'm reviewing the new Primus album, Naugahyde, and to anyone who just stumbles upon this, if you're looking for a score, I don't do that around here. Sorry, you'd have to look elsewhere for a score. I tell you what I like and don't like about the album. This album was one of my most anticipated of the year and was hoping to pass Foo Fighters for my favorite album of the year. Does it? Well, we'll find out, shall we? Why don't we go ahead and get started? Now, this album is disappointing, to say the least. I was expecting so much more than what I got on this, and I reviewed the track Tragedy's Coming about a month ago, I think. And all of my fears on that track play out on a majority of this album. A lot of it sounds like Les' solo work, and if you don't know what that sounds like, the bass tone that he uses on this album, which kind of sounds like an aged version of his Primus bass tone, is very present on here. The way he records his voice at very soft-speaking, very style is a lot on this, is ever present on this album. And while this album does have some really kick-ass points, there's just a lot that drags it down. Like my mom pointed out on the song Internal Consumption Engine. That sounds like a Danny Elfman composed song he would put in a Tim Burton movie. And it really just irks me. That song really irks me now ever since that was pointed out to me, because it does sound just like Danny Elfman composed it, which I don't hate Danny Elfman. Far from it. I just think that Primus isn't that Danny Elfman kind of strange. They're just a different kind of strange. There's some really just odd songs like Hoin Fada Man, which just sounds like a straight up hard rock song, which is really weird for Primus to do. There's a song like Eyes of the Squirrel, which is very repetitive and then just goes into this really weird drone section, which is very low and hummy and just kind of bothers me. And it just irks me that this album did not live up to its standard, because Primus is in my top 5. They've never released an album that I completely hated. I don't like a lot of this album, or at least a lot of the first half. I mean, Hennepin Crawler is meh. Last Salmon Man is probably the most Primus-y song on this album. Down to the way the bass sounds, to Les' voice. He's not doing the and a lot of it. He's singing, or singing, as you would put it for him. Really the highest points in this album were Last Salmon Man, Jilly's on Smack, and Extinction Burst, which is my favorite song. Some other really great songs on here. More on TV, Green Ranger, which is really short and sad. It's really short. And Lee Van Cleef. Tragedy's Coming has grown on me, but those tracks are pretty good. But the 3 that I mentioned, Extinction Burst, Jilly's on Smack, and this song, Last Salmon Man, are definitely my top 3. Extinction Burst being the best. I mean, when I was in the tail end of the album, I was like, this is much better than the first half. But then I was like, but it's still not, you know, fantastic. And then I heard that just and I was like, yes. Yes, 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 yes. This song is going to kick ass, and it did. That song, fucking astounding. I don't like how there's an intro and an outro. They feel, I mean, it's kind of Primus' style on the early stuff, on the fairly, like on Sailing Seas of Cheese, but I wanted so much more. I do like the reprise, though, of Last Salmon Man in the end. I just wish that it was either longer or something else, or with a hidden track. I wish there was something more. I really wanted more from this album. Some of the bass effects on the solos annoy me. Les' vocals, I don't hate the harsh one, but I really wanted that, the really weird style that he does, and I know I'm being very odd when I'm doing this, but it's a Primus album. Do you expect me to do anything else? Do I think Primus has gotten long in the tooth? I don't think so, because they have those kick-ass songs on this album, and the Les can still play the fuck out of the bass. They can still play the songs. But like I stated, it's just those moments, like, those songs, just bother me. But, like, Jilly's on Smack, Les playing, I think it was a bass on there, like, not a bass, but a bass. He kicked ass. That song kicked ass. It was, like, dark. It was kind of like Pork Soda. But, no. It was kind of either like Pork Soda or Tales from the Punch Bowl. Like, it was like that early Primus-y sound, but there's a lot of elements that they want to just clusterfuck into this. It just doesn't mesh well with me, you know? The guitar and drums are both solid, like they usually are, but even Lair kind of seems pulled back. And the new guy, Jay Lane, he's great, so I don't really have anything else to compare him to. But, Lair seems kind of pulled back a little bit, guitar-wise. But overall, do I recommend this album? Yes and no. I recommend it because I want anyone to listen to Primus. I want anyone and everyone to listen to Primus. I will get anybody into Primus because I love that fucking band so much. But don't start with this album. Really don't start with this album. Start on the earlier stuff, work your way to this. If you want to see my review for their albums, Dora Fedora, right there. But, my favorite song is Extinction Burst. You guys have good days, life situations. As I said before, I don't do scores. You guys have good days, life situations. I will see you another day. Also, one last thing before I dip out. I have a friend who just recently started doing YouTube, and I'm trying to help encourage her to make more videos, so I'm going to promote her channel here. It is XXOMG XX, it's XX Devon XX, I think, or something like that. It's on the screen here. She likes taking suggestions for video ideas, so if you want to go, leave her some. She does a lot of random videos. I'm all about the random stuff. I like random stuff. I don't do it much anymore, but I love the random stuff. Like I said, she's just starting out. Just be easy on her. She's, trying to do this YouTube thing, and I think it'd be cool. I like seeing more people get into this YouTube thing, and yeah. So go check out her channel. Leave her suggestions for video ideas and stuff of that nature. Yeah.